LEGO's latest Back to the Future DeLorean has its flaws, but it's a pretty good minifig-scaled model.
Yeah, I agree it's good, but there's room for improvement.
Nothing's ever perfect.
So what have you got in mind, McCluck? Well, I like the fact that you can hover convert the car, allowing it to travel on the roads and in the sky, which is one of the most iconic parts of the first and second films.
Yeah, that's a cool alteration.
Well, it's not actually that cool, because you have to take off the wheels, remove the 10 Technic parts, add a 1x4 plate with a bar in the middle under each and every arch, and then connect a half Technic pin to that bar and the wheels to achieve that process. It's a faff.
Yeah, we did mention that in our review.
Mentioning it isn't the same as doing something about it, Captain.
What do you want us to do about it?
Well, wouldn't it be great if the conversion could happen without having to take parts out and put other parts in each and every time? Essentially, why can't there be a built-in process to make the wheels turn?
That's a pretty good idea. So, what have you got in mind?
It's, actually beyond my skills, Captain.
Relax, guys, I've got this. You've all heard of Rebrickable, right? It's the place where fans of LEGO post their MOCs for the enjoyment of others, right?
Yeah, and you can download instructions for free or for a modest fee. So what about it?
Well, there's a bunch of amateur designers who have already approached this problem in the past, and one of them, known as FireFabric, who actually designed 2 versions of a minifig-scaled Back to the Future DeLorean himself, went and checked if his rotating wheel concept could be applied to the LEGO model. And it turns out it can. And he even has instructions on how to do it for a measly €2.
Although, you will need to order some parts and get the LEGO model too.
Well, of course, it goes without saying.
Well, I thought it was worth mentioning.
That's pretty cool. And the instructions even show you the list of extra parts you'll need, and it's not really that many.
Cool. Let's mod it.
There is an issue, though. Altering the DeLorean isn't a simple case of removing the section around the wheels and replacing it with different parts. Here, check out the instructions. The second step already requires you to use a part from Bag 4 and place it in a totally different location.
Yeah, what FireFabric did is use as much of the available parts as he could to transform LEGO's model into one that would work for his conversion.
So the best thing to do is not to build LEGO's model first, but to start the process with an unopened box. Whatever you choose to do, the end result is pretty good. I mean, first of all, from the outside, it doesn't look any different than LEGO's version.
That's right! When its wheels are down, you'd have no way of knowing any changes had been made.
You would notice the change if you were trying to roll the car, though. If you look at the original model, the wheels spin freely with little resistance, and it can roll on the surface with ease. Now, however, the friction is such that it's quite sticky and it won't go far under its own momentum.
It's very likely one major reason why LEGO didn't do something similar themselves. A model such as this one needs to be playable. In our case, though, as it's mostly going to be used for photography or be displayed, it's not a deal breaker.
Good, because the conversion process is really worth it. You grab a wheel, rotate it, and raise it so it's comfortably under its wheel arch, and repeat the process for the other 3.
Not only does it work really well, but it also looks good when in hover mode from above or even underneath.
Turning the car back into drive mode is just a matter of doing the same, but in reverse. Lower and rotate the wheels and tuck them under their respective wheel arches. You do have to be careful with the build though, as the wheels connection isn't that secure and can come off. But it's not a difficult process to connect it back again.
So there you have it, the flying DeLorean with modified hover conversion, so you don't have to keep adding and removing pieces to make it happen.
Although, you have to wonder how much time you save by doing that. After all, it only takes about a minute or so to take the parts out and put the other ones back in again. Well, here, you have to destroy the entire model and rebuild it from scratch with new parts, and it still takes some time to turn the wheels around anyway.
Well, that's not the point, GG. The point was to make it happen, and thanks to FireFabric, we did.
Yeah, I get that, but you didn't really save that much time.
But we'll never have to look for the spare pieces again to make the conversion is the point.
Alright.
So there you have it. A very compact and efficient system created by FireFabric and available for you to convert your own model for a very reasonable price. So tell me, will you be hover converting your own model, or do you agree with Gigi that it's a lot of work for very little return? Whatever your thoughts, do let us know in the comments. And if you like what we do, and how we do it,
And you feel you'd like to help us out,
Please hit the join button and become a channel member.
or consider joining our Patreon instead.
we'll leave a link to it down in the description.
Thanks for watching, and we'll speak to you again next time. Will you be hover converting your own model, or do you agree with Gigi that this is a lot of work for very... How about